We are setting the stage for our next deck profile. Make sure you guys smash the like crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. We are going to be doing our deck profile today for Bakugo and our latest Universus event. Now, this build ended up getting third place, unfortunately, out of our event, but that's fine. You know, we still want to talk about some of the ideas. Now, keep in mind, I'm still growing in the world of Universus, and I'm still learning a lot about what there is out there, and one of my friends ended up hooking me up with this deck, so we ended up letting our other friend end up piloting this. So this is the story of this. So make sure you guys check out Universus down below. You know, there's all sorts of cool opportunities for you to, you know, check out this game and see what you can do, but it is slowly growing, and that is a good thing out here, formerly known as, you know, UFS. So we are playing this very nice Bakugo, hand size limit of 6, and of course the nice 30 health that you get with this. But once per turn for your enhance, you can discard one card from your card pool. So, you know, card pool is going to be your area where you'll be doing your attacks. You can kick one out of there to, if it is your turn, to make your rival discard a card. Also, that's really, really important because that's going to be less progressive difficulty that'll be building up for you to do your thing. So, very, very important. And, of course, we also get response after your Fury attack receives a damage penalty, it gets +3 damage. So that's a lot to take in, but decent hand size, decent amount of health, and a good ability to allow you to keep pummeling down your opponent in style. So I need you to go away for a second. Nice Bakugo. So let's get in to the profile. So these are going to be our attacks. Yes, we are playing 4 copies of the Rabble Rousing. So after this card leaves your card pool during your combat phase, your rival will lose 2 health. This effect cannot be reduced, or cannot reduce your opponent's rival's health below 1, which is really good, actually, because you just don't want to be able, it's not fair to kill them with this card. Alright, and then response, after you play this card, this deck gets -1 damage this turn. Hey, is that the penalty that they were talking about on our card? Yes, it is. So you give it -1 damage to end up giving it +3 with our character. So which means, you know, we'll get the extra power. And then Deadlock Enhance, destroy 2 rival foundations, which is actually pretty good. This also has Fury for your attacks, so that's going to be very important for what we're going to be doing here. So we've also got 4 copies of our next attack here, and this is the Irritate Scowl. And then, of course, Enhance. If this card left your card pool this turn, this attack gets +3 speed and -1 damage, so that's amazing. And if your rival has 2 or less cards in their hand, draw 1 card. The fact that you can pull for additional resources with this is actually really, really good. And that actually makes, you know, when you're on the defense, and, you know, or after you've played your hand, you know, going into your opponent's turn, you need those 1 to 2 cards to start getting you those extra resources to be able to play the game. That can make or break. Also, you know, sometimes you just have to go find some extra things to keep that pressure on your opponent. We're also playing 4 copies of this amazing, this art is fantastic. So this is going to be your stun grenade. So this attack gets +1 to its stun rating for each attack that's left your card pool this turn, and then Enhance, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You can add 1 Fury attack revealed this way to your hand, and then discard the remainder. So top 3 check, find 1, and you also get the ability to stun your opponent's resources, which is also going to be really important. Something that, you know, this deck didn't initially have was stun. So now you've got that little extra thing going for you here. And then, of course, we have 4 copies of this. Oh, man, this art is fantastic. So this is the explosive Rabuk. And then discard 1 Fury attack from your card pool. Your rival discards a card. So we got that hand control again. And then 1A Enhance. Flip 1 foundation. This attack gets +1 for all of its keyword ratings, which are Fury, Powerful, Stun, and Taunt. Once again, you see more of those stun aspects kind of finding their way into this deck. As you know, you're pummeling down your opponent with the constant, you know, clearing out the card pool. It's almost like a barrage of attacks. And that's going to be really, really good. And then, of course, where you get to play 2 copies of this. So this is going to be the Luna Tyrus. This card gets -1 difficulty for each card that's out your card pool. So once again, you know, since you've been kicking those attacks out of the pool, and you're still kind of doing your thing, this is going to be really, really strong. And if this attack is blocked, your rival discards half of their momentum. Round it up. Now you're only playing 2 copies of that. That's fine. And then our last attack here is going to be, see, some other characters do get a chance to shine in this deck. So this is the Dual Needle Lunge, and of course, this attack, if this card's added to your momentum, it goes face up. Then momentum will face up, flip 1 momentum, discard the top 2 cards of your rival's deck, and then you can enhance, lose 3 health, add this card to your momentum after it resolves. So hey, is that another card that clears itself out of the card pool? Yes, yes it is. And that's also very, very important. All right, so there's that. Now, we actually have a couple of actions here for you. You do see actions show up every once in a while, but they're just some nice little cards. So form, you can destroy 1 foundation. If your rival has 2 or more foundations than you, build the top 2 cards of your deck and then remove this card. Then after your rival passes on playing an enhance, your attack gets +2 speed. So if your opponent passes, you get to go ahead and make it even harder for your opponent to block, which is a little bit unfair, but that's some genuinely broken stuff there. So let's get into some of your foundations, because remember, foundations are the building blocks for this deck, actually in this game in general. So for this, we can respond with this to discard the top card of your deck. After you play this card, your rival flips a foundation, and then responds, your opponent or your character must possess the appropriate symbol for this, but taking away an opponent's resource actually is kind of stupid. Continuing on our 0 cost journey here, we have the Reluctant Role Model, which is just enhance while this card is at rest. To flip this card over, this attack gets -1 damage. You actually have a damage modifier, which is actually pretty good. Being able to power down your opponent from just kind of destroying you is going to be really, really good. And then we have 3 copies of the Irritated, so commit. This Fury attack gets +2 speed and -1 damage. So once again, that -1 damage, you know, we go down here to the penalty on this card, which then ends up confirming that, you know, you're going to be getting a little bit extra damage. So, you know, -1 ends up turning into technically, you know, a +2. So that's actually quite good. So we've also got, so still good, we're on the 1s now. So flip, if this is in your, flip, if this is your rival's 3rd or greater attack this combat phase, add 1 card from your card pool to your hand. Response before one of your foundations would be flipped due to a rival ability. Flip this foundation instead. So we got a nice little substitute here. So this actually kind of takes the blow for one of your foundations. And then, of course, the Yu Yu Hakusho support. I love just seeing this support, you know, still in here. So this is going to be enhance, flip. Each player has 6 or more foundations in their stage, draw 1. So you get, you know, since you've been building up a good amount of foundations, this is going to help you net some extra resources. Then we have This Is My Chance. We got 3 copies of this. This is flip. If this is the only attack in your card pool, it gets +2 speed. If it's completely blocked, you may clear it from your card pool. So another way to clear things out without, you know, really getting punished too hard. And then, of course, we have 4 copies of the Dangerous Combatant. So flip, if your rival has more foundations committed than ready, draw 1 card. Hey, extra ways to find those extra attacks. And then we got 4 copies of this. You're finally getting to see our dear friend here. So this is Latent Skill. Flip, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Filtering is very important for this. A little bit costly on a 2, but I don't think that's really going to matter all that much. And then we have some Titan Corpse here for you. This allows you to, after you play this card, clear it from your card pool and draw 1 card. If it is your turn, discard 1 card. So interesting for a ability to find a resource. And then, of course, we have 2 copies of the Quick Like a Rabbit. And then you destroy this card after your Fury or Kick attack is blocked, clear it from your card pool. That's actually really good. And then we have one of the most broken cards in this deck, in my opinion. So this is going to be always cool. This card kind of reads like a custom card. So this card cannot leave the card pool during the combat phase. Add this card to your card pool and then build the top 2 cards of your deck for an enhance. And then destroy this after an attack is played. Damage cannot be modified. this card is really, really good. And then we actually have some unique cards here. So this is get in, get out. Unique cards are typically, one-ofs. This card cannot be flipped by rivals without sacrifice. If you have exactly one attack in your card pool, clear it. And then, of course, we have, I'm all too familiar with this card from our Smiling Titan deck. This is going to be the Sins of the Past, which allows you to response after you play this card, remove one card from your rival's discard pile, sacrifice, spend a momentum, and draw 2 cards. So you're just using this to kind of technically clear out some stuff and also get into some draw power. But for our first experience with this was a lot of fun, honestly. This is definitely with rotation and stuff coming, gonna be a little bit sad, but that's fine. But you do get the chance to see our dear friend Bakugo doing some fun stuff. So please leave a comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here today, guys. Peace out.
Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.